We do. What you say? Stop, drop, and roll. Not yet. What should we do if we call to a code and those ladies are pointing their fingers at each other? What should we do? Try to de-escalate the situation. Try to separate them. One thing we gotta keep in mind, and kind of going back to what Ms. Sheila said, if you are in a spot that you're having a bad day, it may be better for you to back out. Because if that patient says something or do something to you, you're gonna take it personal, and now you can be abusing or neglecting that patient. So it may be best to back out. I'll tell y'all for myself, we've been in situations before, if I take my hand and just move you, just leave. Or just move, because you're getting ready to do something that's out of order. I'm trying to help you and not let you get hurt. So those ladies are arguing, we should try to de-escalate as soon as possible. They're only crying for help. They're crying for help. Some of our patients struggle because maybe education, maybe background, and maybe location. They might have, like Michelle said, had some family issues in 5th grade, and all they know is fuss and fight. That's it. So it's our job to help them. Help them. Do not go to a situation and escalate it. If you are unsure what you should be doing in that situation, it may be best for you to back out. Code red.
Fire.
Fire. She got that new employee. You want to stop, drop, and roll now? So where is our meeting location? The basketball court. So we will report to the fire first. Make sure you grab a fire extinguisher. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But grab a fire extinguisher, report to your area, get your patients out, report to the basketball court. We will call roll to make sure you're there. It's imperative that if you leave campus, you let somebody know you're leaving. If there's a true fire, we're looking for you. So the fire department is going to break the door down and try to find you, and you're at Waffle House. So let somebody know you're leaving. I will say this too. We have these things called cameras. So when you leave here, you're not sneaking out of here. So you're not sneaking out. Text your supervisor or call them and say, hey, I'm going to lunch. I have an appointment, whatever the situation may be, so you can be accounted for. I'll tell you this, it's kind of hard, if you think about it, to have us or the sheriff department or the fire department to call your home, your personal home, and say that, hey, I think that employee B was in the therapy center in a fire, and we hadn't been able to find him yet. And then you're at Walmart shopping, and your family's freaking out, thinking that you're burned. So it's imperative that you text your supervisor or call them and let them know that you're leaving. Y'all, we do it all the time. We do it all the time. If you get in the habit of doing that, then it's going to make your life a whole lot safer. All right, so everybody's familiar with the fire extinguisher? Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. We had a educational session on this a couple of months ago, but every building, this is a Class K fire extinguisher. My kitchen folks, where they at? I just saw, oh, there you go. So we only have this in one location. It's in the kitchen. If you see a fire in the cigarette container, that is not the extinguisher to use. It won't work. We need to use the red ones that's on the wall. Those. Every building, every exit, there should be 1 or 2 fire extinguishers. Every one of them. We will have some governing entities that come here, and they may ask you, hey, why is the nearest fire extinguisher? I don't know. You pass by them every day. They're on the walls of the exits. So please don't forget that. That's important. Here's a little tidbit for your home. If you don't have a fire extinguisher, I would suggest you invest in $17.95 and put one at your home. That's how much they cost in the store. And replace it every year. I'm pretty sure everybody in here, your life is worth more than $20. So get you a fire extinguisher. The policies, Ms. Sheila talked about this. I'll talk about it too. The policies can be found in administration. One of the struggles we have here is the patients think they wrote the policies. And if not, they're gonna say that somebody said this is what the policy is. If you're unsure about the policy, check with a supervisor, or you can come to administration. The policies are right by Jesse's desk, and you can read the policies for yourself. Please don't assume that you know the rules and the policies if you don't. If you're unsure, it's okay to tell that patient, I don't know. I'll have to get that for you. But the policies are upstairs. The SDS, the safety data sheet, it used to be MSDS, now it's safety data sheet. So everything that you have here and at your home that's any type of chemical, there's a data sheet for it. Why is that important? This is a psychiatric facility. We have had patients that drank Clorox, aerosol, you name it. That's the nature of our beast. But if that happens, don't go to the kitchen and say, hey, dietary, I need some milk to give that patient because he drank something. That may make the situation worse. You will look on the back of it, whatever the chemical is. Well, you can use this one. So Equate, this is a Walmart brand. They have their own 1-800 number on here. And I think in 2026, everybody will start having a scanning code. So you can use your phone and just scan it. Like when y'all scan that stuff on Amazon and stuff like that. And stuff y'all, yeah, QR code, you got it. But every product is gonna start having that because there are some folks may not have the ability to read numbers, so they can scan and just press and it'll tell them exactly what you should do. If a patient drank something here, we wanna err on the side of caution. Don't say we're gonna watch him and see how he's gonna go. No, if a patient drinks some Clorox and the patient said, oh, I only had drink a little capful, that's probably a half a cup. So we need to be sending them out, getting with the supervisor immediately, getting with the nurse, we'll be calling the doctor. But that patient probably need to be going out to get checked out. There's those SDS, there's one in dietary and there's one also in administration. And in nursing, yeah. So any questions? All right, we got one last thing since y'all don't have no questions. Does everybody know where you go during the fire drill? Are you 100, not the basketball court, where's your area? Are you 100% sure? 100% sure. So if I start asking questions right now, y'all know where y'all going. All right, so we're gonna go outside. I'm just kidding. We will.
Jared said it needs to be updated. Do you have
When the last time you got it?
The other day, but it still needs to be updated.
Okay.
They got old names.
Okay. All right. We'll update it. If you are brand new, get with me right after, so I can update and put your name on it. Also, the last thing, if you have an updated phone number, we need it. We're still in the middle of hurricane season. I know y'all not gonna answer the phone. We get it. But we need your number because we're gonna text you. Y'all answer a text. But it's important that we're able to communicate with you all. I'll tell you from a safety perspective, we've had a really decent year. We had a couple of bumps and bruises with patients, but overall we've done pretty good. We've done pretty good, and that's because of you all. So thank you for taking care of yourself and also taking care of your patients. In the last couple of months, we've had an increase and a decrease in incident reporting, like folks filling out the incident report. You're not in trouble if you fill out the incident report. A lot of times, administratively in nursing, we probably have to go back and do our own investigation and see what happened anyway. But we need to know, hey, John did fall. We had a patient that said they fell 5 or 6 months ago. Oh, and I told Darielle Darielle not gonna remember that. See, she's making that face. She wanna. But if you see a patient fall or trip, please fill it out. It helps us to the long term.
Or even if they said they fell.
Yeah, they say they fell. Oh yeah, I fell in the tub. That's a good one. I fell in the tub last night. Who was there? Nobody. We need to do an incident report.
How do you fill it out if they tell it you?
Patient stated, I fell in the tub last night at such and such at house whatever, and that's all you need. We'll deal with the rest. Any other questions? Any questions? Any safety questions? So, nobody? Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure. So what are the protocols? Like, okay, so in the therapy center, there's a bomb threat. What do we do?
So there's a
Lock
bomb.
the doors? Do you lock this? Like, what?
So if it's in the therapy center, if the bomb is in the therapy center, you need to get out. So if the bomb is not in the therapy center, I will stay put. So we'll be doing some communicating. One thing that we do well is when there's a crisis, we communicate. When we have this cold black, it's going to be really silent around here. It's going to be really quiet. So if you've never been in a bomb drill, it's a little different. The active shooter, one of the questions asked from the patients were, where do I go? And we don't know where to go because we don't know where the active shooter is going to come from. The active shooter is actually in here right now. He right there. Right there with that black shirt on.
Usually is.
Yeah. So he gonna have an orange vest on. He's gonna have an orange vest and he's gonna be walking around. So if you see somebody walking around in the orange vest and the walkie-talkie saying, hey, cool, we have an active shooter, that's gonna be him. When we have the drill, I do call the sheriff department, so everybody's on board because the patient's gonna call and say, hey, we got an active shooter over here. And we have the news and everybody else here. So we keep them abreast of what's going on. But to answer that question, it's kind of hard and it depends on what the situation is. Active shooters, it can be a wide variety of things. Here's the good thing about the bomb threat. We usually have time. We have time to say, hey, it's at house 5. We need to get everybody away from house 5 as far as we can. With the active shooters, it's kind of like a moving target, and we don't know. So that's why we practice. But that's a great question. Thanks for asking that.
Lock the door, hide in your closet.
Yeah. I got a spot. I can't tell y'all what my spot is because everybody gonna be trying to go to my spot, but I got a spot. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Y'all know, I do know that safety, to some folks, safety can be very boring. But it's always boring until it becomes important in your life. When things happen safety-wise, you need to know what needs to be done. I want to share a statistic with you guys and then we'll stop. About 71% of people in the world that have intruders that break into their home, they have firearms. They are armed, but they freeze. And they don't think about having a firearm because they're not used to someone doing that to them. The reason why we go over this stuff, so if something happens, we are prepared and not surprised. We want to always be prepared and not surprised. So that's it for me. Joe, you got anything? So somebody had a comment? Oh, all right. One last thing too.
How was your last?
No, but this is crucial, and I want to remind you to talk about this earlier. Earbuds are not allowed in groups. Your earbuds should not be in your ear during group time, during serving time, text, doing Mad Pass. Those earbuds shouldn't be in your ear. Earbuds for me are a major safety concern. If that patient hit you in the ear with those earbuds, you're gonna your eardrum is gonna go through some drama. So when you're dealing with a patient, be respectful and take those earbuds out. I do know that sometimes they're there, so you forget they're there. But that patient don't care about that. If that patient is psychotic and the voice is telling them that that little white thing in their ear is telling them to punch you, they may end up doing you something. Secondly, you want to be able to hear fully what's going on around here. If we call a code silver and you jamming out to your earbuds, when they get here, I'm not coming over there for you. I'm going to hide. So make sure that you have those earbuds out. And if the patient asks, the patient shouldn't have to decipher, are you talking to them or are you talking to somebody on your phone? Yes, ma'am.
What about like doing a active shooter or a concert or whatever, and the client is nagging around like you trying to get them out the house and you tell them to come out the house, because they have some like they refuse to come out. Do we leave those clients or?
In a bomb threat, we want to try to get those clients, if possible. Cold silver, I'm going to hide. I love them, but I'm going to hide. So here's the deal. We gonna try our best. If I see some patients as I'm running, I'm gonna grab those patients, but I'm not gonna sit there and negotiate. I gotta go home the same way I came. So,
Go back in the house and get cigarettes?
and all we can do is encourage them. All we can do is encourage them. Encourage them to come on, grab them, pull them, but you need to be running. Yes, ma'am.
Can you speak to them again about their earbuds?
I did yesterday.
They still.
They will. Yeah, they will. But I spoke to them yesterday. Everything I gave y'all today, they heard it yesterday. And they had something they didn't tell y'all, but I guess they kept it a secret.
And
It'd be
Dan,
good.
while we on that, can you just, mention about like with walkie-talkies? I know lately, it's been a lot of times, like we hear other people's chatter, cause the walkie-talkies are in their pockets and the buttons are pressed, so then we can't communicate, you know.
Hold on 1 second, man.
I was just gonna ask you to talk to that, cause we, and I don't know, maybe it might be broken, I don't know, but it, it's hard to communicate if that's happening.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I'm saying, what's under the walkie-talkie, bro?
Okay, so if your walkie-talkie is broken, I'm gonna go back to my first slide. You have an obligation. Here's an example. If your cell phone is broke, you bring it to AT&T or Verizon. So you bring it. If your walkie-talkie is broken, me and Jesse here every day. Y'all need to let us know, hey, my walkie-talkie is broken, I need a new one, or sometimes it can be just on the wrong channel. So we need to know.
I need a new one.
You can come upstairs and bring the old one with you.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
better be more than just the clip.
Yeah,
that's-
bring it with you. So here's a struggle from us. And I think Sally would be really safe with me saying this. We're not in the business of providing walkie-talkies for your personal use. Those walkie-talkies are designed to be used here. And when you lose them, they are yours. They're your responsibility. We need some help with you all keeping your walkie-talkies. If they break, we're going to give you another one. But we want to see one. We want to see one. Yes, sir? That's a signal for me. I'm going to stop. I get it. Y'all, we have some snacks and